Okay, so you have a general idea. Okay, so now you have a general idea on what... Okay, so now you're focusing more on... Okay, so you have some general ideas that you want to base your art. Okay, so you have some... This is going to be a hard video. Okay, so you have some general ideas that you want to base your art business on, like something that has to do with your favorite games, or you want to draw all kinds of animals wearing spacesuits, or you want to draw your own art novel based on cowboys that find themselves discovering a cursed mine inside of a volcano. Plus, you have everything that's needed to start on either of those ideas. And now you cannot decide on just one of them. Don't worry, you're not alone. The same thing happened to me last week, and I hope that if not today, this video will help you out to decide on your idea sooner rather than later, and also start working on it right away. Hi there, I'm host Gonzalez, and in this channel I try to include all the ideas and progress that I make on my own art business so that it can help as a guide for you as well. So if you're starting your own project, consider subscribing for more content. Today I want to show you how I came to a decision to base my art project, and for that I'm going to be showing you some of the tools that I made using this book that I've talked about in last videos, also ideas that occurred to my head. So let's go and watch those here. So I want to welcome you to my first ever created by myself website. Created this using Google Sites, and it's very simple really. So here you will find everything that I think about during the week divided by days. So if you want to stalk me and see everything that I do every day, this is the place to do so. But today we're gonna talk about this week 3, which doesn't have a video yet because you're watching me right now. So in these days that you see, you will find several links to resources that I create using Google Docs or Google Sheets. For example, here Monday, I didn't know what I was going to do yet. You can download your own copies, by the way. Okay, so welcome to one of the tools that I wrote based on the tools that come in the book. They tell you to maybe write it down on a piece of paper. I decided to make it a spreadsheet so that I could share it with you. Basically what you do here is you write down all of the ideas that you have, and then you put all these key elements that will help you decide. The feasibility, what it means is that what will it take for you to actually do it? The profit potential is how much money this idea is actually going to make you now, or at least what you think, because this is all speculating right now. The persuasion is basically if you see already like a need that could be covered right now. Efficiency is like how quickly you can start getting your idea done. And the motivation is how excited are you for this particular idea. So what I did here is that I separated this from high, medium, and low, and high marks are worth 3 points, medium marks are 2, and low marks are 1 point. So once you fill out all of these spreadsheets, you would be surprised. I was very surprised really to like see that some of the ideas that I had in my head are not that really strong, either for one reason or another, but I could clearly see that whatever I do, I want to have quests or something with a video game vibe on them, that I want to help the environment as well. So maybe some of the profit that I make through this project, I can destine some of that to an animal cause and let people know about that, so that people can actually feel like they are completing a quest, and therefore their reward is not only what they buy, but they're also helping the environment in real life. So that would be awesome. Having this information and also the tools that we've talked in the past and all of those tips, and knowing where you're at right now, what do you actually want to do, what you can actually do right now, followed by the things that really influence you. For example, myself, like have been playing Kena and also Majora's Masks, recently watched the Squid Game series. All of those ideas kind of like help you to create a single idea that includes everything that you want, or maybe not everything, but what you like most. So in my case, and I am really happy to share this idea with you guys, I'm going to be creating something that has to do with masks. That's right. Also, you have to know I am a generalist and I love being a generalist. And this will allow me to try different products like dynamic wallpapers, posters, t-shirts, anything that is print on demand. Also, the job that I currently have has to do with 3D printing. So I want to basically use every technique that I have learned so far into this variety of products and see what works. So now it's time for you to rate your own ideas, to analyze yourself, to see what you're influenced by, like what you like to do, what you don't like to do, and see what you can start off doing right now. Come up with whatever master idea that is going to keep you motivated. This is something that I come up with Monday, so let's go to the next day. On Tuesday, the task of the book was analyzing the market around your idea. And I think that this can also be done before you make up your decision, because maybe you can research on different general ideas, and then based on that, you can come and be like, okay, I think that I'm gonna make more money because more people are making money through these kind of ideas. In my case, I decided to went for masks and then do only my research on people that are doing mask related products. For that, I created this other document. So basically what I did here is like the general questions that I have right now, I just write them here and I research on YouTube to see if the answer was there. So if you also have the same questions, you can go through this document and see the links of the YouTube videos that for me, they kind of like answer these questions. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to research, but I think that these questions like pretty much gave me a good idea on where to start selling stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be updating this file for sure, because there are a lot more questions to be answered, and I think that specifically for your needs, you're probably going to add your own questions, and you can add your own links there so that you can come back, and if you forget something like me, you can easily come back to that information. Then Wednesday, I actually really enjoyed that day because you kind of like start feeling like your idea is becoming real, but it was to imagine like your ideal customer. And for me, I created this document where I tried to describe my ideal customer first and then write a letter to that person. I decided to name her Grace. It is a really fun process because you basically want to create a person from scratch. Well, not from scratch, because at least for my person, Grace, I took reference from myself and Isa and other friends and people that I feel like they would be interested in this kind of products and also helping the environment, like a mix of personalities into just one. It's like you're creating a story here, so that's pretty fun. I encourage you to do the same. Like the reason to make your own person an ideal customer is basically that you want to focus your energy and your ideas onto solving the needs of one specific person at a time. You will see that other people will join. It's easier to satisfy maybe one person. You don't want to focus on all the people that are joining a niche. You probably want to focus on one person within that niche, and then others will want the same that that person wanted. Then the next day was to, like, this was a hard one. This was making an offer of your own idea, and it didn't feel so real to me, the fact that you have to convince someone to buy from you. Like when you see these commercials, like buy now, that doesn't seem really like me, but this is what I came up with. I want to make like amazing masks in a variety of products that you can collect, and knowing that you will help the planet in the process. The call to action, I didn't want to go for the buy now, but maybe I can work with something that is like sign up so that you can know what quests is currently live and what products you can acquire to help that cause. What I'm thinking right now is once a month I will be creating a quest. At the end of each month I will see how much profit I have made, and then destine like a percentage of that profit to a validated cause out there in the internet. And I leave you this document so that you can fill it with your own ideas. Finally, on Friday, I decided to stop reading the book for now, because even though it's like really helpful, I felt like I was driven too much into the strategy of the art project and I was not doing any art whatsoever. And I thought that I could use some time to actually start writing about the mask story so that I could feel motivated about the art itself and not only the business side of it. So this is only for you. If you're curious, you can go in and open up this document where I'm starting to write some of the lore that has to do with the masks. So finally, Saturday was yesterday. I decided to rest. I have to show you these pictures of Isa and me and Bubba. Isa edited them. It was really fun. So that's part of what I want to talk about yesterday. I decided to just take the day off and not work, because I've been working nonstop between my job and this for the past 3 weeks. And I started to feel like a little bit burned out. So I just wanted to rest, play some video games, play with Bubba. So I recommend that if you start feeling tired, you also take some time off. Like we said on the first video, like keep yourself motivated, have a nice schedule. So yeah, that's it for this video. I think that the more that we move on in this journey, the more specific knowledge that we're gathering, and I'm really excited about that. I don't know about you guys, but let me know if you like the fact that you are now able to download the tools and resources that I make through the website, or any other idea or question or whatever that you might have. Okay, and as usual, I will say goodbye with some video tags from Bubba just being awesome. Bye bye.